Top 10 Richest Boxers in the World 2021. Who are the richest boxers in the world? The boxing industry has risen to become more popular in recent years, and the fighters' net worths are starting to reflect that fact. If you're a boxing fan, have you ever wondered how much your favorite fighters make, and who's on the list of the richest? We've put together this ultimate list of the 10 richest boxers in the world, and how much they're currently worth. These numbers have come straight from Celebrity Net Worth and Forbes. Here are the top 20 richest boxers in the world. Did you know you can get exclusive access to perks when you join the rich and famous community? Click the first link in the video description to join now. Number 10. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Estimated net worth, $45 million. Marvelous Marvin Hagler was a boxer unlike anything we have ever seen in the middleweight division. From 1980 to 1987, he was the undisputed champ as his knockout power and southpaw style were incredibly feared in the ring. He reigned over the division for 6 years and 7 months, which is the second longest stretch ever in boxing. What's crazy is that in his time, even fighting some of the best out there, he was never really knocked down. The only time he actually hit the canvas is still disputed to this day. Marvelous Marvin ended his career on a loss but then moved into the acting world a small bit to help himself out financially. In 2021, Hagler's net worth is $45 million, which helps him make our list of richest boxers. Number 9. Anthony Joshua. Estimated net worth, $60 million. Anthony Joshua is one of the most recent names added to the list as he's still active. He's mostly here because he first jumped onto the scenes at the 2012 London Games. After his success in the Olympics, Joshua started to box professionally, quickly rising up the ranks in the heavyweight division. He was able to work his way to a world title back in 2016 and the endorsements have only risen from that point on. Nowadays, he is a big partner with Under Armour, Hugo Boss and Beats headphones, among many others. AJ is still raking in a lot of cash with his pay-per-view fights on top of all of those endorsements. We're all still waiting on the Tyson Fury-Joshua mega fight, which is expected to happen next year. When it does, his net worth will rocket past $60 million. Number 8. Vladimir Klitschko. Estimated net worth, $65 million. One of the greatest heavyweight boxers of all time, Vladimir Klitschko was able to have full control over the title for an incredibly long period of time. According to one report, Vladimir held on to his champion title for 4,382 days before losing it. In that time span he grew a tremendous amount of popularity and was bringing home massive paydays consistently, including his big bouts with Lennox Lewis. All of those world titles he was earning helped his net worth jump up to $65 million. Number 7. Vitali Klitschko. Estimated net worth, $80 million. Brother of Vladimir. It might surprise you to see that he's netted more than his sibling. The Ukrainian boxer was able to prove his dominance in the heavyweight division for a long time. Vitali and his younger brother were breaking records constantly, which is why their era is often known as the Klitschko era. Nicknamed Dr. Iron Fist, Vitali became a world champion before finding other opportunities outside of the sport. He became the mayor of Kiev in Ukraine to further boost his net worth, and that diversity has helped his financial gains. He's now sitting on about $80 million. Number 6. Sugar Ray Leonard. Estimated net worth, $120 million. Sugar Ray Leonard is often described as one of the best boxers to ever step into the ring. Back then, boxing stars were iconic legends. Nowadays, other than Floyd Mayweather, they rarely reach the same type of superstar status. Leonard was just a rare mix of both speed and athleticism that many opponents weren't able to handle. One of the top boxers we've ever seen, Leonard competed across 5 weight classes to help take his boxing revenue to over $100 million throughout 2 decades of fighting. Leonard pursued other opportunities after he retired, such as becoming a motivational speaker, which helped boost his net worth up to $120 million. Number 5. Lennox Lewis. Estimated net worth, $140 million. Lennox Lewis was a 3-time world heavyweight champion and also a 2-time lineal champion. He started competing back in 1989 after earning a gold medal in the 1988 Olympics in Seoul. He didn't have the longest career, he only fought until 2003, but he was quite effective. Lewis had some huge bouts on his resume, including a 2002 win over Iron Mike Tyson. It was one of the most anticipated fights in boxing history. That proved to be his second last fight as he knocked out Vitali Klitschko in his final fight. Lewis finished his career with a record of 41-1 and retired in his prime. He was always an intelligent fighter and decided to get out of the game before it got to him. As it stands in 2021, Lewis holds a net worth of $140 million. Number 4. Manny Pacquiao. Estimated net worth, $190 million. Pacquiao is not only one of the best to ever lace up the gloves, he's a historic figure in the Philippines, his home country. Pacquiao has become a household name, and for good reason. BoxRec has him ranked as the 4th greatest boxer of all time, as few dominated like he did in his heyday. Back in his peak around 2011, Pacquiao was 54-3-2 and had chopped down all of the best fighters in the sport. That includes wins over Shane Mosley, Juan Manuel Marquez, Miguel Cotto, Eric Morales and more. He has done more than just dominating the boxing world. Pacquiao is also a senator of the Philippines, made musical albums and had all sorts of endorsement deals. He has a net worth of roughly $190 million, which is why he's one of the richest boxers of all time. Number 3. Oscar de la Hoya. Estimated net worth, $200 million. Oscar de la Hoya was a legendary professional boxer but has also padded his net worth by becoming a promoter after his career. In the ring, he battled it out in the ring for 16 years from 1992 to 2008. During that time, de la Hoya brought home a couple of world titles in 6 different weight classes, something that is rarely ever done in professional boxing. The Golden Boy is rated as the 5th best boxer of all time by BoxRec, with others claiming he is even higher up in those rankings. He now has about $200 million in net worth. Number 2. George Foreman. Estimated net worth, $300 million. George Foreman is one of the few people on this list that might be best known for something other than boxing. His classic George Foreman grill is one of the main reasons his net worth is where it is. However, Big George was also one of the best boxers of all time. Foreman competed in professional boxing from 1969 to 1977 and then took about a decade off before returning through the year 1987 to 1997. Throughout his time in the ring, Foreman became a gold medalist and a 2-time world heavyweight champion, with one of the titles coming when he was 46 years old. His punches packed the necessary power to put his opponents to sleep, as Ring magazine ranked him as the 9th hardest puncher of all time. In 2021, Foreman's net worth has reached up to $300 million. Number 1. Floyd Mayweather. Estimated net worth, $560 million. It's no surprise that Floyd "Money" Mayweather is the richest boxer of all time. He's competed from 1996 up until 2015 before making a massive comeback in 2017 with a huge fight against Conor McGregor, and then again in an exhibition against YouTube star Logan Paul. Floyd has been able to accumulate 5 world titles in 5 weight classes, not to mention his incredible 50-0 record throughout his career. A big reason for Mayweather's riches is his ability to sell fights. Hello, bout against Jake Paul. He always plays up the role of the villain, bragging about his undefeated record and flashing all of his cash. Many have tried to knock him out and shut him up, but nobody has come close to touching him. So there you have it. We hope you enjoyed our list of the top 10 richest boxers in the world 2021. Please like, share, subscribe and click the bell button to be the first to get our latest content. Don't forget to share on social media. Thanks for watching.